Right, hello and welcome. Right, welcome to the catch-up stage of the session. Yeah, so what did we do this session? Right, we did quite a bit. Yeah, also, yeah, there's I did some changes on my mods. I wanted a bit of uniformity. Now they are bright, but then the red and black of the BI brands is bright. So it is, yeah, I've done tried to stick it. Each of the pieces of equipment though is unique to its, like each one has got different sort of color schemes, and I might tone some of them down in time and just sort of play with them, but I did want them to be different as well. But you can see there's a resemblance to the color scheme going on in there. What else did we do? I'll show you. We did mainly we did now the strange thing is we weeded for the first half of the session, which you will see after this. We weeded that entire field with the preemptively. So it said it needed weeding, and we weeded it. Now just look at this. Does that look like it did listen to us weeding it? So we wasted a lot of worker wages preemptively weeding that, and it did absolutely no good. Now that one was my fault. I pulled it early and it didn't go. I think I set it going again, but it didn't finish, so that's my fault. This one, obviously, we didn't preemptively do it. Now, I'd forgotten. I should have gone over. But bearing in mind that one didn't work anyway, really, spraying is at the minute the only way to actually properly weed. It's very hit and miss. I can see why Miss CDP always used to hate weeds, and it is because it's totally unreliable. We have bought for that very job at the shop, which we should go and have a look. Yeah, we may as well do that. That'll do nicely. Yeah, we have bought the the actual shredded ports bits, the actual thing, which I know it's not got a very big, but then we bought the hardy proper tank for the front. And to be honest, this is such 21 meters for 4,000. I've got that's something that really nicely surprised me that Giants did. So next session we're going to be like doing that, but this session our main thing, apart from the weeding, which we did, was to actually plant that. We leased one of the planters, and we've got one of our own, and we did that. You can see it was a nightmare. We did it with the ridges, and I remember why I didn't like using the ridges. You can't see where you've been. As soon as I started like planting the carrots, I thought, I can't see where I've been, and this is why I hate the ridges. This is why I was so glad when I was on Sri Lanka I didn't have a ridge maker, but I could see exactly where I'd gone. And then I think it was toward the end of the Let's Play, we got one in the sales, and I went and did it, and I thought, I don't want to ever do that again. It's awful. So I thought, I'm so glad that I don't do it properly, because you can't see where you're going, and then you have to keep pulling up the map. The amount of times I had to pull that up to see what I'd missed, because you're going by instinct and eye, which when you're on one big brown blob, it's not easy to do. So yeah, it was a nightmare, but we did it. Apart from that, I have decided to keep the, yeah, I'm not going to go for the other one. I will have another Let's Play because it is a cracker. The mod that basically does, it's a windmill and a bakery all in one. But I'm going to keep mine. I'm quite happy with them. For what we're doing, they keep us going nicely, and they were reasonable, and we've already got them down. So I'm not going to chop and change now. So yeah, we're going to stick to that. So yeah, that's it. So next session, we've got the weeding to do, and then it really is a matter of, I didn't remember to do that. I knew I wouldn't. Yeah, so next session, we did a little bit of work on, let me just show you. You can't jump to it, actually. Yeah, the one thing that surprised me that Roller Christie is you cannot jump to that. I'm surprised that we've not, you can't teleport to it. That's not that far away. Yeah, you can. The buying station cheap. Yeah, I did a little bit of work because it was bugging me that even though I've tried a couple of times to level the area around the multi-fruit silo, still never did it properly. It still wouldn't work right. So what I did, again, I'm only showing this and highlighting because I've done a lot of this, but sometimes you remember or you forget. You've got to come out further. So I leveled it from this corner where it was already nice and level, leveled it right the way to here, right the way to there, and then very gently softened the edge that's not too close to this. So now it's not too bad. It's never going to look perfect, but it's where it counts. It will now work properly. So yeah, we stacked the dragon with the bread that we've got. We've got 8 of them on there because we're running out of space, and we obviously want to go do as much of that because our main and only business last year was the oats deliberately to make the bread. So yeah, we've got 8 stacked on the back of the dragon, and another 2 or 3 that have popped out, and we'll get those. I didn't want to double stack them. I didn't want to bring them out and then not stack them somewhere. I thought, let's just do it. Let's just do that. So that's done as well. And that, I believe, is about it. We didn't do any ducking and diving. Did we check the sales today? Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's right. The beautiful bow mech. Do come very regularly in the sales, which I'm glad of. Yeah. That really is it. All that's left to say is I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Right, it is time to finish the last couple of jobs. I've set the weeder going on that field, and we do need to, the remnants of the lime was in this, and I've just been working on my reverse stalling. And I realised that although I sort of succeeded, that I've also got quite a long way to. It's still a nice feeling when you actually manage to achieve something that actually does work, even if it doesn't work properly, and you can see that you've almost got it right. Right, smashing. Yeah, that's not bad then. That's about the same price as mine, I think. So I believe all we've got left to do is we've got to go through to April. Ooh, got to go through to April to do the vegetables, but also I just wanted to get finished. Yeah, we've got that growing and no fertilization, and we know it says weeds growing, so we just got to do that. And then that is it, apart from like tomorrow when we do the vegetables. Yeah, I'm very, very much. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with that. We can't keep ignoring that. This is a bit bad. All right, let's get this done. Why are you slowing down? It should be doing the double fertilizer because we've got fertilized once on, which is I don't think we ever had that mod on FS22. That's a new one on me. Obviously, well, precision farming was the way I always went, but this sort of addresses that issue in a way because you can sort of have base game, but with like precision farming benefits in a way. And obviously, you don't need to lime, although you never did need to quite lime as often as I did. I always just wanted to keep it topped up. Right, I think we'll come down the field because this is going to waste a lot of fertilizer. It is a big field. This is the biggest of all of our fields. It's quite amazing. We certainly have spent a lot of cash though, but I do still totally agree that the beautiful double job that a new modder as well. Can't remember what his name is, but I thought, oh, you're a modder to watch definitely because that's a real beast of a thing for 55,000. I think it is the bakery cum grain mill. Does 2 jobs in one, and it's 55,000. I thought, well, that is a brilliant. Does a brilliant job really for that type of cash. And here was me worried that mine were too powerful. For little tiny, it's a little bit bigger, but when you consider it's two things, it's not massive. It's a quite a nice size, but you do find that, to be honest, that a lot of the buildings, Omatana tends to go for small ones as well, because let's be honest, if we're sticking them in our farms, and a lot of people do, you really how big it is important. You can't have a giant monster if you're going to buy, like, well, I'd say I do stick to that. I very, very infrequently bought any giants one because the recipes are almost, you just can't make profit. And it's got tougher. I mean, the prices are, and again, if you're playing on hard economy like I am, then you really are. It is a challenge. There's no doubt of that, and you've got to try to make the best of the bad situation that hard economy sort of leaves you in. That is slow. Yeah, it is really. This is obviously it's still a bit of a stretch, even for these little jobs, but it can manage them. It's just a bit of a. It's a bit wasteful, but then again, we're paying less than normal for the price of the fertilizer, so it's sort of you can't like just have. Can you imagine a let's play where all you've got is 350 horsepower tractors plus? It's. I mean, we've got three now that are in that range, so. Let's just get that last little patch done. Fantastic. We should. Oh, yeah, I'm going to say it was that slow delay again that you will often get with a lot of things. Brilliant. So let's leave that going and not disturbing this time unless. Yeah, then trouble is sometimes they bump into this up this end, and then of course you need to change things now. We need to shift the brands. We can't ignore it. That we need one of the biggies. Let's grab the one from the shop. Do like the wheels, but they are a little. I always find, as much as I love seeing wheels like this, that they get in the way of a lot of things. Now, where are we going to stick the monster roller so it doesn't really get in the way? I think leaning up to here a little bit. It's about the only place I can think of. And then we're going to go through till April. We do obviously need animals, but we need money. We are really absolutely skint. So if we... it's not wanting to move. It is a bit of a monster. Right, let's see if we can. I need to see where it's going because it's a bit willful, as you'd imagine with a monster like this. Beautiful bit of kit to work with though. I mean, as in like what a massive size. I think in the lee of the hill, it'll then wander down a little, just hoping it doesn't roll, even though that's its function. Yeah, that's what I thought it'd do. Just it's going to roll and take on the shape of the hill, so that's not going to be too bad. Right, fantastic. So we've got the one planter. Let's go and grab some seeds in that front box. What on earth has happened to that? Oh, it looked weird at a weird angle, but it's all right actually. Let's get the front box on and get the seeds in it ready for. We appear to have changed tractor. We did have the other one, but now we've got this one. Right. I'm sure. Did we put any seeds in here? No, we did not. I know we've got. No, I don't think we did. We used potatoes. We didn't add any seeds in that. We should have some. We had some kicking around. Did we put it in the silo? I'm not, trying not to use that as the silo. I'm using this as the silo. But yeah, sometimes subconsciously you just do things because you can see it's a silo. Ah, I better put it inside the. Yeah, it'll be inside the Saitan. And I've topped it up. That is good value. That is definitely. Yeah, so we'll lease a second one of these so that it's not I hope I'm not shouting. I've got like a weird ear problem that happens every few years. My hearing goes in my left hand ear. Fantastic. Now then, oh, what are we? That is a point. What were we? I know we were doing the potatoes for potato soup, but why were we doing the vegetables? Can't remember now. What we were like, why I'd got excited about vegetables. Oh, the colours have changed. Fantastic. Finally pulling through the proper BI colours now that it's supposed to be. Again, this is very different. I'm trying to play around with the colours. I quite like this. It's gold and red, but it is a bit garish, but I'm going for the sheds are my main thing that I want to be the same on all of them. It's got a white, but it all looks old. None of it looks like new, and that's the idea. So it's got red and black inside, a bit battered. The equipment, it's seen better days, but where it counts, it's good, solid equipment. But yeah, it did. Yeah, there's bits missing. You can see with the paint, and that's on purpose. It is a bit scratched and worn, and that is literally on purpose. It's gone about as well as I thought it would, which is quite new, quite good. Some have got different colours completely. Yeah, this again, as you can see, the red on it, but I've also left a lot of the silver. The sheds are the same. I've done the sheds that are identical on all of these. The bases on some are slightly different, but I've gone for the bluey, sort of greeny grey rather than a true grey. This is, yeah, I think all of them have got that. Yeah, they've all got the same base. Tried to go for a bit of the same and then a bit of different on some of them. So yeah, obviously red and black is the main BI colours. So that, although it's a bright massy red, so it is a bit bright, admittedly. Right, so we have this going through now. We've stopped. Of course, we've got 10 tons of it, haven't we? We need to grab that out so that we can. Let's go grab the front loader. And while that's doing that, because we can't do anything while that's doing what it's doing. We're going to stack them straight away. All we need to do is pull them out of the way to get that 10 tons that's in there so that it can finish and grab everything out. Or do we just stick with what we've done already? Because it's all done, isn't it? Yeah, I'm quite happy with the speed of mine. The other's a beast, but this is still managing with what we put in it. We've not got that much. We have actually got quite a bit. I think it'd be just an idea of increasing the storage. I don't know why I even put the silo there, really. I could just increase the storage. Let's just pull this off. Oh, no, I have got 3. Right, let's get this done. Yeah, they're not very easy to stack, though, are they? That's the only bad thing. Don't always click first time. It's That's it. Do we stack them straight on now, ready for like later on? It just seemed a bit silly, doesn't it, to like to not stack them right at this moment. Could stack them on the dragon. It does actually get the least of like anything really, which is hiding underneath there. Let's get this done. Yeah, so I got my reverse dolly to work. I could get a semi to pick it up and all the rest of it. Only the physics, the length, it doesn't. I've done a couple of weird things that I needed to adjust in, but it was just nice to get proof of concept that actually it does work. It looks really messy, as things do when they're not completely finished, so, but it does the job. Right, so if we stick that like that, should At least we're not double stacking. That's what I'm thinking. It's like if you're going to grab it out, why don't you just like put them on? Trouble is, it's a long time to wait. I think we're going to have to double stack them though. Going to have to. Because we're only going to fit 4 on, I think, aren't we? Like, so it's got to be like at least 8. I knew that was going to happen. Apologies for the... Yeah, if I do collisions, you go in the ground. It's one of those things that you've got to... There's got to be a bit of a compromise or else you can't make it work. That's not bad. Yeah, you say it's difficult, and I do realise why it's difficult for the modders to do as well. You know, sometimes the collisions make it look sort of more realistic, but then they also cause you to go in the ground, and then like the game has an absolute dicky fit with you. Right. So if we literally strap those down now. It's amazing though that obviously they're all 1,000 litres, but these look much bigger than a lot of the others that are 1,000 litres. You can get really tiny little 1,000 litres. If we do the same again, go to the right. Then go to the right. We should, when that pops, you have to grab it straight away. Ah. Oh, right, let's grab this too high. And then it should, we get another 8, like, ready for later. I think we'll just keep what we've got. I don't want to keep chopping and changing. It's also, it is true what I said about testing your mods. There's no better way to sort of see how stable they are and if they do what you want to do than actually using them yourself on the Let's Plays. Just to see, are they fit for purpose? Are they too good? Are they? I mean, we've seen that other modders are making things that are really very potent, so they're definitely not too good. But I also want them to be. I'm going on. I mean, obviously, this mod is this particular one. The actual bakery is not that small, as in like it takes up quite a bit of space. I mean, not compared to like a monster bakery, but it is definitely not tiny, not like some of the others. Forgot about that. Right, it's not perfect. It does give you a lot of control though, doing it like this without the collisions. Oh, be careful because they're not strapped. I think that's about right. Fantastic. So that's 8. That's not bad. So we should now inside have only 2 tons. Fantastic. Flour 4,000. Let's start everything up again. I'm happy to keep that. I will probably just tweak the storage. I am being a bit silly. I should have done that. I never thought about it. It's you're just trying to think of like the main. Yeah, you can see that the icons are actually changed as well. I did that too. I thought if you're going to do this and you're going to change the look, then just make it look right. So the flour. We want to... Oh, it is activated still. Ah, see, but I think it's storing. Yeah, it is. Want to be distributing, and the bakery is, yeah, it is storing. That is also activated. So smashing. That's back how it should be. All busy working. Fantastic. Right, so then, has our worker finished, or are we still weeding that field? I would have thought we were not far off. I know it's big, but it's also a very big implement, so I would have thought it's not too. We could actually do making it bigger, but it's all a matter of cost. And at the minute, we are a bit. We're doing well, but we're not. If that makes any sense. What I mean by that is we are doing well, but it's sort of like you're spending your money as you usually do in the beginning of any Let's Play, just as quickly as you earn it. It literally you buy another implement. I mean, we've got 3 big tractors now. I'm thinking that is a good place to be. And I'm not really thinking that we need another one. We've got this little auxiliary. If we saw something like the Xylon or something that was really like the 150 horsepower, I might trade this in. And I don't normally do. Oh, I suppose we could keep it for like animals, like, yeah, for being the animal trailer feeder or later. I don't like getting rid of. It sort of seems just a bit disloyal to me, that type of thing. Right, so then we no, we don't want to be leasing anything. No, we've been ducking and diving on this Let's Play, haven't we? This is still a bit umpy bumpy. Let's see if we can do anything with this. Oh, we've got a little tiny bit of time. Yes, try and soften it a little. I just don't want to, like, I know what's going to happen. It's going to steal the corner off that. We really need to, like, do it very... Yeah, and it's done it already. Yeah, it has. Right, okay. I think we need to level it from there, like that. Don't seem to be doing it properly. And then I think what we need to do is just soften less of it, like further out. I think that's about as good as you're ever going to get it. It's basically sort of flat up to this point. And I think going forwards, I've got to do that. Sometimes you try to do it too close to the actual, like the corner of the... I do love it. It's a beautiful texture. It really is. JMGaming's given us a cracking palette. Now this, I think, is where it gets stuck. Or maybe not. I do think we need to do something. I need to paint a bit more. Obviously not this year because we've already done everything, but I think I need to do a bit more grass. I don't get why it struggles with that because it can see it's there. Seriously. Oh, it goes to show they've got to do. Oh, brilliant! So that was all it had got to do, just that bit. So hopefully we double fertilized. We've done the weeding on the last field. Yeah, no, because yeah, we have. All we need to do now is go through till tomorrow, get this these vegetables planted. It is true though. I don't know what I was thinking. I can't remember what. I would say it's got to be like with what we do. Were we thinking? Yeah, I know we were going into the soup. Ah, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I do know. Yeah, that's right. We were going to do the potato soup. We're going to go for the canning factory, canning stroke soup factories. I've got it on, yeah, the one that I've made or tweaked. Yeah, I can't say made because Giants have done the make, and I've just tweaked a lot of things and tried to make it look like a different shed, but even though it's the same with different colours and all the rest of it, a bit unique. So then, let's go through till tomorrow. 8 o'clock will do fine. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too into the ducking and diving element of it as well. Now this, I've got to be honest, I saw this and I really, now that is beautiful. One we could really in time do with that type of thing. And it is, I've got a 21 meter one and it is really lovely to work with. But I've got to be honest, this one here, it is, I don't understand why you would pay that kind of cash. That's 60% off. That's like 120 grand for a 10 cubic meter. It just seems so. Yeah, we're not going to get carried away. We're going to leave it now. What we're just going to do is, well, I suppose we could make a little bit of profit. It would pay for the leasing. We've got to go up there anyway, is what I'm thinking. We need another vegetable plant. So let's set this one going on the ups and the downs. And we will grab one. In fact, yeah, no, let's send this on ups and downs. Nope. Yeah, brilliant. Ups and downs, that's what we want. Carrots will do. I always find carrots, you get more carrots, but I think it's just me imagining that. I don't really think you do. Let's go grab another vegetable plant. So I don't think we need a front box. I think we're all right. I'll just keep popping up and grab some more seeds, I think. And there's plenty of seeds up here, I keep forgetting. And there's some fertilizer. I keep forgetting that it's here. All right, so let's lease a seeder and then we're going to I'll go into a bit mini time lapse to get this sorted. So then, let's grab that. Oh, no, we were going to grab that, weren't we? We were going to do a bit of ducking and diving. Oh. We don't. This is true. Nah, let's leave it. I'm really not. Let's just get the job done that we're actually trying to do. I think it's not far from that. I'm not quite used to this. I have to see things lots of times before. That's it. Vegetable planters and let's lease you. Yes. Fantastic. Right, I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. coming out of the time lapse. That is, I remember now. I did it once because it does clearly say you're supposed to do it the way we've done it, but I've always done it the other way, and I did it once the right way, and then I thought I'm never doing that again. But obviously I've forgotten in the interim that that was what I decided. It's awful. You can't see where you've been. The normal way that I've always done it, without that, you can see perfectly well where you're going. So I'm going to let the worker finish, basically, because he can see what he's doing, or she can see what they're doing. Yeah, because that is just, yeah, they can finish off, because I have not a clue. They're going by some sort of instinct. So yeah, I'm going to just go back into the time lapse. I'm just going to see you shortly. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Still going past those same spots, but it is actually filling in little bits. I mean, I've got to be honest, it really is a good job. It's got like an inbuilt map in that, because it's, although it doesn't seem, I think we could probably do better ourselves by just having a quick look, although it is a bit of a, like looking for a needle in a haystack. Somewhere about here, I think. Maybe a little bit further to the left. It's this is where the 6 meter would definitely be a little bit more useful than the 3. Let's have a look. Let's see. Is this the last bit, or do we need to do again? Ooh, one little tiny bit. I think we're on the right line though. We just need to go a little bit so we can follow our tire tracks, which is quite useful. Yeah, I do. It is true. This is the proper way you're supposed to do it, though. But you've not got a clue where you're going. It does clearly say that you're supposed to sow your things into the ridges. So I'm really not. Yeah, that'll do. There's one little dot over there. I'm happy with that. I didn't realise I'd not. I thought I'd. I keep forgetting in my head. You could always line with precision farming, and it's quite strange how habits are really. When I think about it consciously, I know that in the base game you can do this, but because I'm sort of like basically, I normally do precision farming. It's so ingrained that I don't even think about it anymore. I just do it, and that's my point. Yeah, I thought it's more realistic. That would be a lump of concrete in real life, so I thought let's just do it properly. So yeah, I do like these little touches. They don't always appear. You don't always think about them to be. You could, of course, get a mound of grass grow over something like that as well, but I just think it looks a little bit more realistic because those mounds like that when you have got to do a race bit are normally done with concrete. So yeah, it's done properly now. Right, so 34,564. I do believe we should be on euros, and I think I did that last. Yeah, but also should be on euros, and that was dollars on New Frontier as well. So yeah. So I would say, I think what I'd like to do is go through till tomorrow. Also, let's have a look how, yeah, the bread is really, and it normally is very good at being ready just, yeah, it can be like close to, but it's a couple of hundred off, really. 2,000 and odd is what we're looking for. So yeah, we're losing 3 grand if we sold it now. It's still not the end of the world, but yeah, let's just crack on and see what we've got. So we've got 313 litres of potatoes left. Well, mind you, we did give 700 litres away. So a little tiny bit of oats. That's the bit on the field. Keep hoping that we'll get a bucket. I could get one, I suppose. Yeah, that's something I ought to do. A weight. I ought to see how we can get a proper weight for these, even if they don't look quite right until we get DD Mod Passion do his set. I could actually make one that's a bit like the lightweight that's got the pin hitch at the back and actually do it in reverse. I could see how it's done and then do it myself. Right, so then, yes, go through till tomorrow. We did check the sales, didn't we? I remember. Yeah, we did. We were almost going to do a bit of ducking and diving, but then we said no. And then we're going to leave it because it is, again, a decent session. At least we now have done everything. It really is a matter of going straight through to all of the harvests. Yeah, I'm finding all of the Let's Plays, including Risoux Forest, actually, because we've done a lot of work on this. They're all getting quite intensive now, because like this, there's 4 big fields. When you have actually got, yeah, weeds, we did sort of, oh, they're going to be medium as well, aren't they? I didn't preemptively do it. Yeah, now the others, let's just have a quick look at that actually while we're thinking about it. Might need to lease a sprayer, because I'd imagine the others should be spot on. Oh, and this is what I was saying about weeds not working right. We know we literally were waiting for the weeder to finish on 7, and we preemptively did it, and it hasn't worked. Now that is annoying, and it's also not worked on that one there. Apart from it has, yeah, that. So that one looks like it has worked. Now we did that one. That one definitely should be good, and it isn't. That one we did now, I may have stopped it early. There was one of these that I made a mistake, I remember, and that I said that was down to me, and I think it was that field, but we've just done that one, so that definitely should be good. So we definitely need to either lease or buy a, oh no, that's a beaut, it is, but all right, I think we'll buy. It seems silly because there's that fantastic set. We can stick it on the John Deere. We can't have the fronts thing for it, but we can have the back, and that is just an amazing price. I've got to be honest, if I don't get one, it's one of those things I'm always going to go for, because it is absolutely amazing. If you go for the Sprider Port for 4,000, I mean, where can you compete with that? It's even the leasing cost. And then if we buy a standard tank, then we've got a cracking system. So let's get this done. No, we'll do it next session. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. We know what we've got to do. And then we're going to literally go through to, I would imagine, it's our, is it oats that's going to be, oh no, it's just going to be the grass around the edge. Yeah, we've got our oats, which are in July. I thought they were quite early. Yeah, there's only barley and canola the same, isn't there? So, yeah, we haven't got any. No, we haven't got any canola, have we? We haven't done oils on this because I've been doing oils everywhere. I didn't want to do oils again. So we've got potatoes and carrots for doing the soup side of things when we put that down. And we've got the barley to carry on with our existing thing, which is how is that doing as well? We have 8,520. Now that is it is powerful, but it's not more. I do like the cake one that they've done as well. It's quite impressive. So we've got 5,284 litres of flour in here. How much have we got of oats? 29 tons of oats left to do. Oats. Yeah, I've put that back to where it was. Now he did it where it's equal, but I've done it back to how it would have been. I suppose you could say we've all got our own ideas, and who's to say who's right and who's wrong? Because I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just putting it up to where it used to be before. You used to gain on flour, and then obviously the giants thing, the bakery, you'd lose heavily. Whereas I've again, we've got some loss, but not awful. Yeah, the only thing that's very little loss is the bread, the rice one. That was a yeah, this again, when you look at the loss you're getting from adding all of those up, this is the ones where, I mean, cakes are one of the most, apart from the wooden things that came in the Platinum expansion. Now they are brilliant, and I would imagine they still are in FS25. But this, when you add up all of those things and actually work out the cost, I'm not sure that that expensive cake is actually worth what you think. I think if I added that little lot up, that actually the inputs are basically, and not only that, but you're also losing 6, 12, 18, 36 for 21. Now I know cakes are worth a fortune, but then so is your 6 flour, 6 milk, 6 eggs, 6 strawberries, 6 sugar. They're all, none of those are really, if you worked all of those out and then did it for 21 cakes, I'm not sure, even as lucrative as cakes are. I did look at this one time because I was really interested in doing it, and then I started to work out the cost of the inputs, and I thought, hang on a minute, that's never gonna, it's a way of keeping your money together, but you're losing heavily, a bit like the old cereal factory. So yeah, the old cereal factory was a total white elephant. So yeah, really, the bread, it's not a bad one. We are having some loss, but then well, it's weird really with bread, and actually you gain, you end up with it. This is the one thing where Farmer Simulator, we need to up our game, because you get a tiny little bit and you put yeast in it and it fluffs up to something about 10 times the size. So where does that work out that we're losing, from flour we lose and we gain a little bit of bread? Because there's certain things in life where, yeah, I got rid of the straw to manure mod because it was 3 times the amount of manure for straw. Now that's true, that you don't get expansion of something like straw to that degree where it's 3 times the amount, but things like bread from flour. Now, actually, I've got to be honest, I know why giants have not done it, because obviously everyone wanted to make bread all the time because it would be as lucrative as fertilizer. But it is true that really it would be that good. It would. And on that note, yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.